Okay, so if you're serious about trading the future markets like I do, I like trading the Nasdaq futures and even gold, which is GC. There are a variety of other future markets or asset classes you can trade, but I'm going to share with you a strategy that really works if you put the time in to actually, to put it to use. That means back testing, forward testing to make sure it's going to work for you, because when it comes to trading, no one can guarantee anything to anyone. It's all about the work you put into to learn something. And if you find something that's not systematically working for you the correct way, or fairly quick enough, then maybe you need to find something else, meaning moving on before you start investing too much time and money into it. Okay. Now I'm going to share with you a strategy that I use 9:30 opening time every single day. Once the market is actually open, I trade about 2.5 hours max a day. Now I will trade pre-market if I see a setup, but this is a strategy that works daily if you put the time in to being patient, being consistent, and allowing your profits to actually compound. So many traders think that, I can get in, put a bunch of money into an account, put a bunch of contracts on the line, and then become a millionaire, overnight or within 30 days time. Now, listen, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you do not have a strategy or a systematic way of trading, meaning basically understanding the core concepts of how to trade correctly, because that's where you need to start with. Market structure, okay, 101, I talk about that. I actually did a video on it. And I dropped that for all those who are part of my elite and ultra elite membership program. If you want to become one, I'll talk about that towards the end. It's very inexpensive. Guys, I'm telling you this for a reason, because that is the blueprint and the cornerstone to where I reveal how I actually trade in great detail. Now, the strategy works like this. Number one, always figure out the direction in which the market is moving. You have to, okay? Don't take a trade in the dark, okay? Meaning, you want to be able to clearly with your eyes be able to read the charts the correct way. Understanding is the market moving to the upside to where we're breaking structure, moving higher, and looking for pullbacks. BOS, breaker structures, are the most important part of my trading strategy, okay? First and foremost, I have to identify a bias in which I want to trade. And that all centers around what are the institutions doing. Yes, they are the game players. They are the ones that push and pull the market. And we as retail traders are like little critters that are coming behind them to pick up the breadcrumbs, but we want to be able to trade in the direction with them. Never do you want to trade against them, because they will railroad you. So first and foremost, figure out the market direction. Simply put, are we bullish or bearish to the upside? If you can see here, we were bullish, bearish, and then we broke back bullish to the upside where we broke a major high. I'm going to show you 3 setups, even on a higher base chart, because I like to start with my higher base charts, and which are range charts, to where I mark up my supply and demand zones. That's how I trade off the higher base chart to start with. That's where everything starts. So number one, if we are moving to the upside and we're bullish, I'm only interested in key areas the market is breaking structure, BOS, and when we have created or identified a nice pullback or have a demand zone, right? If we are moving to the downside, like right here, okay, then I would be interested in looking for, say, for example, if we're shifting and reversing from a bullish direction to a bearish direction, looking for supply setups. Now, we're bullish to the upside, right? I mentioned this, and I threw this out there on our Discord community, and anyone that wants to join, then simply find the link down in the description. It's the first one. You can join for free. Look, the market made a breaker structure above that high there. So we were bullish, bearish, and I tell people that because they always ask me, how do you, stay out of being able to, or keep yourself from trading inside of a range, or, getting caught up in between a leg. Say if we have a major high and a major low right here, then I'll just simply wait for a period of time to where the market starts to break structure above a major point, meaning a major high, major low. You may ask, though, well, how do you identify major high, major low? Simply by just looking at the structure of the market. If the market is made a high and then it starts to form structure where it's breaking structure, making lower lows and lower highs to the downside, that's a bit of structure creating to the downside where the market is now shifting, say bearish to the downside, and it makes this low right here. So this is going to be a major high. So we got structure being formed to the upside, structure being formed to the downside, and then it breaks structure above a major high. Then I would be looking for this area right here. I mentioned this, and I put it out there on the Discord, that this being a major high right here, okay? I'm sorry, a major high above this area right here, but this is the demand zone. I'm going to say demand, where we have the market breaking structure back to the upside. Right there, aggressive buying. Now, there's 3 parts to how I trade. Identifying the direction. 2, I need to mark up, once I identify the direction, if I'm moving to the upside, my demand zone with a breaker structure. Okay, we have a demand zone here, and the market broke clearly a major high, which we broke structure. Okay, you can see it, V-shaped formation where structure was formed to the upside, to the downside. Boom, we broke a major area structure to the upside there. This right here, look, that's a demand area. Okay, the third thing is, well, I'll tie this into the second thing. The second thing is I must have a high probability demand zone. That means where there's an imbalance or gap resting on the back at the zone. If you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say imbalance or fair value gap or gap, they're all the same thing. Go to the home page, use the magnifying tool, which is the search tool, and then just search for some of the topics like that on my channel. Imbalance, gaps, fair value gaps, whatever case is, you're going to find some video content talking about the gap that I'm referring to back at the demand or supply zone. Right here, we have a imbalance resting right here at the actual demand zone. The market taps it. Listen, several people took this trade that are part of my Discord because I threw it out there as a call. And I don't make calls every single day like that, but I do post my trades that I break down in great detail for our members that are part of the Elite and the Ultra Elite membership program. I post those my trades over on the Discord, and then I go back and I break video content down surrounding them in great detail, okay? So, anyways, the market pulled back to the zone here, rejects off of it. Now, once I marked up, again, like I said, I mark up my demand and supply zones off of the higher base chart. Once I do that, then I'll scale down to a lower base chart. So whatever you use as your entry chart, some people like to use like a 1 hour chart and a 5 minute for entry. I'm using range bar charts. So I trade and I mark up my higher base chart, my 120, and then move down to say a 24 range chart. Okay, and look for an opportunity to trade going back to the upside. Now, look. The market comes back to it. I mark up my zone as it's retracing to it. Then I'll just move down to my lower base, say 24 range chart for the Nasdaq futures. Now this is the E-mini version which is the standard version of the Nasdaq futures, or you can trade the micros, whatever it is. The strategy works pretty much on all markets. I'm gonna be honest with you, futures, forex options, because you're just trading supply and demand, and these are areas where we're marking up supply and demand zones, okay, based on structure. So the market pulls back to the zone here, move down to the lower base chart. Once I move down to the lower base chart and say the market's pulling back to this zone right here, okay, I'll move down to my lower base chart, and then I'm just looking for where the market is reacting off the zone to where we have like say for example, a newly formed demand zone created, okay? Or there could be a demand zone where the market pulls back on the inside of this on a lower base chart that I'll look to trade off of, because I want confluence. Higher base demand zone and a lower base chart demand zone. Once I get the rejection from the lower base chart, then I'm looking to go long to the upside. Where do I go to, or what profit areas am I aiming for? A lot of people like to aim for like a 1-to-1. I like to see what's above me. If there are imbalances or gaps that need to be filled openly back to the upside, then I'll aim for those and possibly maybe the high. Now, it's not always going to maybe break the high or take it out back to the upside. Those can be just areas in which we can aim for. But a definite 1-to-1, or at least to fill the gaps or imbalances back to the upside, because the market may come up here, which is now the high is acting as a means of resistance and just kind of reject it. So you see it came back up here to the high, rejected to go higher, and then it goes lower to the downside. But that was a beautiful area of demand because we broke a major area structure, like I showed you right here, above that high right there when we had this push up here to the upside. Now here's an area, another trade right here I'm going to share with you. This was on the 8th of January. Now we're pushing to the downside, breaking structure, below these lows right here, these lows right here, these lows right here, making lows, lower highs, lower lows to the downside. Look, we have a beautiful area of supply right here, okay, right there. So we mark it up off the higher base chart, mark the supply zone up. Again, this is on the 8th of January, this week here. Around about 9:45, the market goes back up there, retraces back to it. As it's retracing, I'm going to go ahead and mark up my zone on my higher base chart. As it's retracing, then I'll move down to the lower base chart to look for a supply setup, okay, somewhere in this area here that I can go short with the market. Again, aiming for any imbalances like to come back down, test this imbalance, and possibly break the low right there, back down to the downside. So the strategy is not complex at all. It's just a matter of identifying the direction. Are we bullish upside, or have we reversed to the downside, coming to the downside like a bearish formation or structure to the downside? If so, bullish demand, bearish supply setups coming to the downside. Mark up the zones from the higher base chart, then move down to a lower base chart as the market is retracing back to that zone to look for, okay, if we have a supply setup on a lower base chart to move in a direction with the lower base chart. Okay, I mean the higher base chart. Sorry about that. So again, if we are bearish to the downside and we're looking and we have a supply setup that we mark up, okay, all right, breaking structure coming lower, supply right here, retracing back, then move down to the lower base chart, Look for a supply setup to move with the direction of the higher base chart. All right, simply put. But you've got to, clearly understand structure. That's one of the biggest components that people always ask me. What is the one thing that you would suggest that I really need to spend time learning? Market structure. Okay, seriously. Then we have this run to the upside, making highs, higher lows, highs. You see, up to the upside, makes a higher low, break structure above here, pulls back. We have a demand setup right here, and the market comes back to it and goes to the upside. Now, what are we doing? We're trailing to the, or pushing to the upside here in our channel. So we have a major low there. We have a major high here. I'm sorry, guys. A major low right here. And this high right here, where that blue line is, we're probably going to push, we could break that to the upside. If so, then we'll break out or take out a major high area there to the upside, and we could then look for a pullback to a key area of demand. Again, if you're going to the upside demand, going to the downside supply. So if we break above that high, that's going to be a major high that's broken to the upside. So if it goes like from here, pulls back, and then it goes up here, like right here, and breaks structure to the upside above that high right there and creates a demand zone, we can look for a pullback to some key area of demand right here to continue going to the upside. All right. So that's how I trade each and every day. The strategy, this scalping strategy is very easy. I mean, it works. It's proven time and time again. As you can see, there was one setup on the 7th. Well, probably multiple setups depending on the charts you're using. But every single day, I definitely catch a setup, at least 1 to 2 setups a day. And this is off that using a higher base chart. One here, 7th, 8th, 9th. Even on the 9th, there was another one right here. So there could be multiple setups in a day which you can look to trade and make real good money trading the future markets. Okay, but again, this is just a very simple E-mini scalping strategy that I use to trading the Nasdaq futures. You can use it on the E-mini S&P 500, the micros, gold, whatever you may trade, currencies, financials, even Forex, options, whatever you're trading, supply and demand is actually universal. It's just finding a strategy, a good strategy that works, that's consistently, that can help you become profitable, that you can tap into and learn. All right. Now, if you're interested in understanding the details, the ins and outs of how I trade, that's where I break down the trades that I take, and I post them over for the elite and the ultra elite supporters. So say, for example, if you're interested in becoming an elite member of the channel here, okay, now this is all through the YouTube tier membership program. All you have to do is find the link down in the description portion of the video. Click on it. It's titled Elite and Ultra Elite Supporter or Member Program. I won't say program, I believe it says Elite and Ultra Elite Members. Okay, click on that link. Once you click on that, you're going to see 2 tiers pop up. All right. One for the elite, one for the ultra elite. And the elite is only $6.99 a month. That's all it is. It's like 24 cents on the day. But you receive all my trade breakdown videos. What is that? That's where, like, the trades, I post my trades over on the Discord, which is free to join for anyone that wants to join the Discord. I post them on the trading floor. Okay, that's the channel on the server. Now, from there, once I post my trades, I'll go back and make private content breaking down the trades in great detail, because people, like I said, are visual learners. So, they learn that way. Most people, by watching and someone explain and using the charts, I walk you through the setups. Why did I take the setup? In reference to structure, price action, stop loss placement, profit target areas. Why did I actually take that trade? Okay. And then, you learn from that. Hopefully you do, if you pay close attention to it. Okay. So there's tons and tons of those trade breakdown videos. Plus you receive the video playlist and a great video I did surrounding market structure for anyone out there that's struggling with that concept. Now, if you want to become an ultra elite supporter of the channel, then, right below that is the option to become, once you click that link in the description, it says ultra elite supporter or member. Once you click on that, you can become an ultra elite. You receive my live recorded trading sessions. Okay, that's where I record my, like I did one yesterday. I record my trading sessions, and then I'll go back and post that video content for the ultra elite supporters. So the ultra elite supporters, they get the trade breakdown videos, all of those, tons of them, the video playlist, the market structure video, and all of my live recorded trading session videos that I recorded and posted for you to watch in detail. Okay, within that, you'll see me talking to you about the breakdown of the market, analyzing the market, let you know what I'm looking for as far as setups. And you see me engage in the setups that I do take, and I break the trades down in the video content as well. So the choice is yours. The link is down in the description portion of the video. Again, it's titled Elite and Ultra Elite Supporter Membership. So click on that, and it'll take you directly there. Outside of that, guys, that's really all I have today. I just want to share with you this fabulous scalping strategy that you can use trading the future markets. Okay, maybe even if you trade Forex, whatever else you may trade out there. Okay. Now, if you are currently not a subscriber, please take the time to go ahead and click that sub button down below so that you do not miss any of the content here on the channel. But you got to click the bell. Okay, so as soon as you click that subscribe button, make sure to click the bell so that you don't miss any of the video content, okay, because it's free, all right? Subscribe to the channel now and just kind of set yourself on pace to be able to hopefully understand and learn something that could definitely work for you if you put the time and work in. Now, outside of that, if you found value in today's video, I greatly appreciate it if you can drop me a like by clicking that thumbs up button on down below. I greatly appreciate that. And that's all I have. It's the weekend. I hope everyone has a fabulous weekend, and I'll see everyone who's part of the community next week because we got another great trading week ahead of us. Take care.